Hey guys, welcome to the new episode of PhoneRadar Talk. I'm Amit and here's Vishal, and today we're going to talk about the news or everything you should be knowing about the Jio 4G services. So let's get started. The Jio 4G service is by Mukesh Ambani's company. So if you know, Reliance is run by two brothers, which is Anil and Mukesh. And if you have been in the industry or if you have had a phone in your hand and if you are known about Reliance telecom services, they have been run by the Anil Ambani's company, which is Reliance Communications, while Mukesh Ambani has directly bought the spectrum for 4G and he has been offering the 4G services. They are not yet officially launched. If we recall, they have been delaying that from they were speculation it would be coming in the month of last year December. Earlier last year there were different dates. Finally there was speculation it would come this year in April. It's, I think right now it's July and still there's no final announcement, but kind of you can still get the new SIM cards.
Yeah, but I think last year they announced some beta.
Yep, so they came up with beta again. They came up these days they came up with some invite system, employee system. They will be talking about those things, but yeah, there's no public official launch when anyone can just go to a store and get a SIM card. So that's not yet possible. So finally we have been waiting when there would be a final Jio's launch, but as of now there's no dates which have been given by the brand. But yes, you can still get a SIM card through different ways, which we'll be talking in the due course of this video.
Okay, how do we get these SIM cards then?
Well, that's an interesting question. So how do you get a SIM card? So as of now, earlier when Jio services were coming in beta, employees were able to share the invitations. Like we also shared through some Reliance contacts. So every employee could share 10 invites, but you don't need to worry about that. Later on, there came a stage where you just have to get an invite through the website, which is jio.com, which was I think launched in the month of June or maybe May through jio.com, where you just go and fill your details. Depending on your location, if your location has the service, they would send you an invite. But now in the recent days, there have been reports that you just go to a Reliance digital store or even any other affiliated store announced by Reliance and just go and grab a LYF smartphone, which are the 4G enabled, VoLTE enabled smartphones, which are priced at around 2,999 onwards, and you get a SIM card with that. But again, there's a problem with getting a SIM card itself. Like I had a bad experience when I went to purchase a SIM card, when I had to actually wait for around 90 minutes to get the SIM card because there's a long procedure. It's almost like you're getting a passport. You have to wait, you have to get an approval from the head office. So you fill your form, which is more like declaration of all your documents, like you give your ID proof, address proof and everything. I think it's a lot of pain, but again, it's for the good. Like, I keep getting calls from Airtel or a few other telecom networks saying that your number is not verified. You need to submit your documents within a day or else your number would get disconnected. So that's kind of a danger issue.
Yeah, disconcerting.
In fact, if that's good, in case Reliance is actually taking all the documents in advance and ensuring that they have all the details of the customer in advance with them. So that way it's a pain, probably one-time pain, but then once you get the SIM card, it takes almost 24 hours to onboard the customer to the network and then you are done. The network latches and you can directly make use of it. Talking about that, there are some offers. You obviously know that we have been using the Jio SIM. So if you buy a new LYF phone or even if you get the Jio SIM through any contact, you get 3 months of unlimited internet, and apart from that you also get
some premium services.
Yes, you get like free online storage, you have Reliance Money. So there's a suite of applications which you can find the link in the top somewhere here, where we have linked about the 9 apps or something, the suite of 9 apps which are available for the service. And apart from that, you get 3 months of free voice calling, unlimited voice calling kind of. You get free SMS, you get free unlimited data, and that's also on 4G. So that's a good value for money deal if someone wants to buy, and even if you want to buy as a secondary phone or just for tethering.
Yes.
It's a good deal. Just go and grab a 3,000 rupees phone. It should be cheaper than your 3 months of internet usage itself.
Yes.
Ultimately, that's the whole point.
It's like a real Freedom 251 smartphone.
So don't remind the 251 smartphone, which actually never saw the light. So like it never came out. So that ends the question of how do you get a SIM card. These are different ways how you could get these SIM cards.
Okay, how about the speeds? Indoor and outdoor speeds?
So we had actually done a speed test earlier wherein we saw that Airtel was almost getting like 2 to 3 Mbps while Reliance was getting a lot higher speeds. But let's do a live test here itself. So Vishal here is using the Jio SIM card. Which is the Jio's 4G SIM card, while I actually have a primary number which is the Airtel. So I have Airtel 4G right now. Here's a speed test. Let's get started with running a speed test here itself. It's actually pinging, and we have not selected any server, everything by default, whatever has come up. And you can see this is hosted by Bharti Airtel.
This is still taking time.
Oh, it's not able to latch to the connection. It's showing LTE, but it's not connecting. That's a very slow ping. But yeah, so around 3 Mbps download on Airtel. For some reason, it has network communication issues. Let's probably start the test again. For some reason, in indoor areas, once in a while, Reliance Jio also doesn't work. While in this case, you can clearly see that this was a live test. Airtel has got around 3 Mbps upload and 2.5 Mbps download, which is actually pretty low compared to what they have been promising. And for some reason, the speed test has actually failed for Jio while we were recording this video. So let's wait and keep trying it. And the moment you get it, let us show us the results. So that's the kind of I can't even talk about the speeds at the moment because it was a fail for Jio 4G, but that's what you get. It works great in outdoor location. Again, it depends on location to location. You cannot say that Hyderabad has the best connectivity. It doesn't work that way. It depends purely on the towers and the connectivity range. So it's not available 100% in every city or even district. So forget even about the districts. At least in the cities also it's not 100% available, but that's what you get.
Okay, you talk about the LYF phones. What are the variants and all? What are the price range?
LYF is actually, so that's an initiative by Reliance. They're trying to build a LYF smartphone brand itself, and the most unique way they have brought out is that, you know, people want the Jio 4G SIM cards. Let's force them to buy the LYF smartphone. So indirectly they're forcing them to buy this more. And what's happening is they have brought these phones in 4 different categories. One is the earth, fire, flame, and water. So there are 4 different categories. Again, I think mostly they would be coming with 10 phones in each of these, because as of now we have seen few phones having like a flame 1, we also have the flame 9 or something. So it's almost like 1 to 10, but few of these phones are not yet launched, but they eventually would come up. But as of now, these phones are coming at a price range of 3,000 rupees onwards, and it goes up to around 22 or 23,000 rupees, which is for the probably the Earth 1 or Earth 2, which was recently launched. I'm not sure of the pricing. You can check the links in the description, and you can find all the information about the same. So these are type of LYF phones which someone can purchase.
So what about the types of SIM cards? I have heard that
so
some
the
SIM cards are latched.
Yep. So the one which you can see here, Vishal was using the Samsung Galaxy S7 with the Reliance Jio SIM card. So this is not the SIM which you get with the LYF phone, because the phone which you purchased at the Jio store or the Reliance store comes with a SIM card which is latched to that phone. With you have to use it with that phone for 3 months. So your IMI has been logged and you cannot use the SIM card on any other phone. But after the 3 months period, you can use it on any other phone. So it all depends how early you have purchased the phone. So if it has crossed the 3 months period, you are good to go with any phone. While in our case, we have got this SIM card from some contacted Reliance employee probably, and he had actually shared me this SIM card, and we can use it on any phone itself, and there's no limit on the data or the internet or even the phone calls or anything as such. And the best part is that I can use it on any SIM, so it's good for me. And I also use it in multiple cities, like it's not just limited to Hyderabad, you can use it all over the country. So that's the kind of 2 SIM cards which we have with Reliance Jio. Okay, so finally, before we end the video, the Reliance has actually connected to the network, and we were able to latch to the Jio's 4G, and the speeds were just 2 Mbps. So it's true that, you know, the speeds actually depend on the location and everything. So the first time we did test in this same office, it was almost around 50 Mbps. Almost a month later, we did it in June. Now it's July. It's coming down to around 2 Mbps, and upload is almost 0.6 Mbps. I think it's reminding me of the dial-up connections probably. So, and that's everything about the Jio 4G services and what we know or what you should be knowing about the Jio 4G services. Let us know on Twitter at PhoneRadar blog if you have any queries about the Jio 4G services, and we'll be happy to assist you on the same. Don't forget that we will be uploading these episodes at 6 PM every day. So stay tuned and let us know in the comment section if you have any queries about the same. The question of the day is that, have you purchased the LYF smartphone to get the Jio 4G services? And if yes, how are the speeds and how is the experience in your area or your location? Let us know in the comment section below, and stay tuned for the next video which goes live at 6 PM. I'm Amit and here's Vishal, and we guys hope to see you in the next video. Thank you.